On July 27, 2013, thousands of people united on the Columbia River to take a stand against our antiquated methods of creating energy. They joined together on land and water to form a symbolic river blockade against the transport of oil, coal, and gas along the Columbia River. It was part of a continued movement that began in Washington, D.C. last summer, a desperate plea to stop the building of the Keystone XL pipeline, a pipeline that, if built, will allow the transport of tar sands from Alberta, Canada, to the Gulf of Mexico. The transport alone deposits significant amounts of fuel into the waterways, and that's without any spilling of oil or coal. The further damage comes when the payload reaches the populace. The carbon emissions when burned will push the environment one step closer to its limit. But that's just the immediate threat. The bigger battle is to bring awareness to Washington and the rest of the world in hopes that they'll finally open their eyes to the reality of global warming. It's an ongoing movement intended to stop climate change, protect waterways, and stop sea levels from further rising. And it's gaining ground. It's getting harder to ignore the signs of climate change. 2010 was recorded as the warmest year in history, and 2012 endured the most weather disasters in a single year. Ironically, as the rally was taking place, a coal train passed through the north shore of the Columbia River. For this movement, the fight against fossil fuels will continue until there is drastic change. But for now, the battle is to keep things from getting worse. To phase out antiquated ways of providing energy to a growing population and apply new technology that is clean, sustainable, and renewable. The battle will be long and difficult, but the movement is growing in numbers as more people realize that it's time to stop our dependence on fossil fuels and start reversing the damage that's been done. On July 27, 2013, the people spoke, and the message was clear. Clean energy is the only option for our future. It's time to draw the line.